Hey everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel. Thanks for joining me. I was thinking about, by the way, if you hear some noise or some feedback, for whatever reason now, whenever I come to the studio and I boot up my laptop, it starts running these programs, and you guys know how tech savvy I am. I actually need to take my laptop home and figure out what's going on with it. But anyway, if you heard feedback, I apologize. So I was thinking for a couple of days about what I wanted to record today, and I kept going back and forth. And what I'm thinking is, I haven't really gotten feedback regarding the timing of the videos, but I'm thinking we have a lot of 60-minute videos, and I thought it would be helpful to do some shorter classes because I know you all are busy people, and maybe, depending on what's happening in the morning or the evening, maybe you just don't have 60 minutes to give to yoga or give to your mat. So I'm going to step out of my comfort zone and try to record several shorter classes for you guys. So I warn you that the timing might be off tonight, or today I should say. It's 5 o'clock here. I thought I would do a slower, more gentle evening wind down kind of a class to kind of move the body a little bit, stretch the body, open the body, but not in a way that's going to wake you up too much. So let's see. Oh, I did give myself a pedicure today. I don't know if you can see. Can you see? I could not stand it any longer. So I painted my toenails today, and I'm so glad I did because it actually brightened my mood. That and running in the rain this morning, the pouring rain, it was pretty invigorating, very cool. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to go ahead and get set up, and I'd like for you all to start in an asana, a pose that is comfortable for you. I was thinking we could start on our backs in Shavasana, so if you'd like to do that, great. I will preface all of this by saying that find the pose that works for you. If you're in a pose with this video, you can always pause the video and hold the pose as long as you'd like. So just understand that this is your practice, and I'm only here to guide you through your practice. These are all classes and ideas that I come up with, and I want you, though, to take what you need to allow your mat and yoga to do what it is that you need, allow it to, you all know what I'm getting at. So let's go ahead and get started. Again, you all could be lying down in a Shavasana position. I'm going to talk to you and walk us through this opening meditation in a comfortable seat, Sukhasana. So go ahead and start to settle into the pose here. Allow yourself to get comfortable. Allow yourself to come to the mat, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. Allow yourself to be here. Give yourself permission to take this much needed time for you on your mat. And think about why you're doing this. Whether it's 5 in the morning, noon, 7 o'clock at night, why are you on your mat? Find that answer within yourself and use this answer maybe as your intention for your practice. Start to allow the entire body to completely let go, release and soften the toes, the feet, legs, pelvis area, lower back, torso, arms, the entire head. Let everything go, release and soften. Just let the tension melt away as you feel every place, every point in the body that is making contact with the mat beneath you, the floor beneath you, the earth beneath you. And as you do this, start to observe the mental body. Notice the images, the memories, emotions swirling around in the headspace. Let it be present. Release attachment and judgment. And then when you're ready, let everything float away. Swaha, let it go. Swaha. Allow your body to feel what it needs to feel during this practice. We will always have areas that feel good and strong and open. Most of us, especially as we get older, will have areas that are more challenging, more chatty, as my dear friend Moeller likes to say. Tight, sore, tender. Maybe you're battling chronic pain. Just start to become one with the body and allow all of these feelings to kind of be there, happen. Just settle into it, become one with it, release the judgment, release attachment. And maybe start to meditate on the phrase, "This too shall pass." It's my favorite phrase. My father always said this to me. This too shall pass. So whether it's trouble in the mental body, the physical body, this too shall pass. Start to find the breath now. Feel the breath as it flows. On the in-breath, allow everything to expand, the lungs to expand to their fullest capacity. And on the out-breath, let everything go. Breathe in all that is good. Breathe out all that doesn't serve you. Fill up the belly, the rib cage, the chest on the in-breath. And then release from the chest to the rib cage to the belly on the out breath. Breathe in deeply, expanding the torso. Breathe out slowly and gently, and feel everything melting away. Breathe in, belly, rib cage, chest. Exhale completely, chest, rib cage, belly. And just continue this 3-part breath, this Dirga Swasam Pranayama, for several rounds. And start to notice the shifts in the mental body, the physical body, the spiritual body. And as you do this, remember to love you, love your practice, love your practice for what it was yesterday, for what it will be tomorrow, and most importantly, love your practice for what it is right now, right here in this moment, giving you, showing you, and teaching you. You can stay in Shavasana as long as it feels comfortable for you. You can pause the video. I'm going to go ahead and get started. Let's go ahead and turn our head to the left and pause. On the mat, just turn the head over to the left and hold here for a moment. Take a breath in, and on the exhale, bring the head back through center, breathing in as you turn the head over to the right and pause. Take a breath in, and on the exhale, draw the head back through center. And go ahead and draw one leg into the chest and then the other. I'm going to go ahead and get down onto my mat. We're coming into Apanasana here, so draw the knees toward the nose, lift the head up to the knees. Just hold the knees here. Maybe hold the knees, the shins, behind the thighs. Maybe you rock back and forth from side to side. And then pause for a moment. Lower the feet down to the mat, just past the bum here, and cross the right foot over the left knee, pausing, pressing the right thigh away with the hand. Release the hands, bring the arms wide to a T, shift the bum slightly to the right, and then allow the legs to lower to the left, keeping that figure 4 position though. So you can see the sole of my foot is sitting on the mat. Maybe the head turns to the right, maybe not. Really try to let this bottom hip, this left hip go here. And then gently uncross and stack the legs. Maybe you hold the knee with the hand. And you can keep the gaze over to the right or not. You can always bring the head back through center. And if the head is turned, bring it back to center. Go ahead and untwist the legs and then cross the left foot over the right. Pause here, press the thigh away. Ooh, I feel this today. You always have the option of drawing the right knee into the chest. I'm going to stay here tonight or during this class. Bring the hands wide to a T, slightly shift the bum to the left, and then allow the legs to lower over to the right. And again, I'm stacking the sole of the left foot up on the mat here. Maybe the gaze turns toward the left. Really try to let the hips go, especially that bottom hip here. And gently uncross the legs, stacking the left over the right. And just find that supine spinal twist. You can stay here as long as you need to. If the head is turned, bring it back to center. Untwist the legs. Set the feet up just past the bum, hips width distance. So imagine that yoga block between the knees. Inhale to lengthen the spine here and flatten the back. And on the exhale, lift everything up to the ceiling. You can find a comfortable place for the hands, wherever that is for you. Maybe down by your side, you can grip the mat, the outer edges of the mat, drawing the hands away from one another. Really squeeze through the lower body, the core, the glutes, the hamstrings. Continue to squeeze and breathe. Don't hold the breath. Take another breath in, and on the exhale, lower everything down. Bring the soles of the feet to touch. Allow the knees to go wide. In Supta Baddha Konasana, maybe place one hand on the heart, one hand on the belly. Allow yourself to think of something grateful here, something you're grateful for here. Close the eyes, settle into the pose with each full breath, which means each full breath in and out. So in and out is a full breath. Allow the body to settle just a little bit more. Go ahead and draw the knees back toward one another. Separate the feet wide to the width of the mat. Allow the knees to fall in. Maybe switch the hands so that the opposite hand is on the heart and the belly. Again, call to mind something you're grateful for here. Release the knees, relax the hands. Draw the legs into the chest once more. Go ahead and rock side to side. If it feels good for you, maybe take a Supta Balasana, this supine or reclined child's pose. Just hold behind the thighs, bring the toes to touch. Allow the knees to draw toward the armpits. You can stay here, or you can take Ananda Balasana, happy baby, by grabbing the outer edges of the feet. Allow the knees to come in toward the armpits. And go ahead and bring the knees into the chest. Draw the nose toward the knees in Apanasana. And go ahead and rock and roll the length of the spine from the tailbone to the cervical spine several times, and then come up through a cross-legged or Sukhasana seat, and we'll all meet in tabletop. Toes can be tucked, feet can be flat, tops of the feet can be flat on the mat. It doesn't matter here. Let's just move through some cats and cows. Inhale to gently lower the belly, lift the tailbone, chest, and chin. And on the exhale, draw the belly button in toward the spine, round the spine coming into this cat pose. Inhale to happy cow. Exhale to angry cat. Inhale, Marjariasana. Exhale, Vittalasana. One more time, inhale to happy cow. I forgot a hair tie. Exhale to angry cat. Go ahead and widen the knees, bring the toes to touch. Sink the hips back to Balasana, child's pose. You can bring the head down to the mat or to a prop, maybe a blanket or stacked pillows. Hands can be in front of you or behind you. It doesn't matter. Just find your comfortable Balasana. You all can stay in the pose. I'm going to come out. Truth is, I'm trying not to mess up my pedicure. I'm sorry. I tried to time it today, but I'm still afraid I'm going to mess it up. So keep settling into Tadasana. Inhale to come back up through a tabletop and then find Sukhasana, a comfortable seat. And I always recommend sitting up on something here, like I'm doing on this meditation pillow. Go ahead and send the legs in front of you, setting up for our seated forward fold, Paschimottanasana. You can see that my feet are flexed here. Inhale to lengthen the spine, feel the length from the tailbone to the crown of the head, and just start to walk the hands forward. You can keep a lengthened spine. You can stay here. Maybe this is as far as you go. Maybe you start to draw the nose toward the knees, folding down toward the legs, resting the hands wherever is comfortable. Now, if it feels good with a lengthened spine, if you're feeling really tight, you can always start with these bent knees. Keep the lengthened spine, and as you continue to breathe, start to straighten the legs, reducing the bend to wherever you feel comfortable. Pausing here, find that line, that fine line here between effort and ease. And don't feel alone here. Don't allow yourself to judge what's happening. I was really open and flexible yesterday when I was practicing on my pier. It was a great practice. And I went running this morning, and just doing this is hard for me right now. So understand that we all experience different sensations when we're practicing yoga, and one is not better than or less than the other. And from here, go ahead and widen the legs. Again, flex the feet, extend the left hand toward the foot, and then draw back through center. Extend the right hand, draw back through center, turn the body over to the left, and start to bring the nose with a lengthened spine toward the knee here. Pause. Keep both feet flexed. Inhale to come back up through a seat. Turn the body. Twist from the midsection, the core area, over to the right, and walk the hands out, keeping that lengthened spine. You can always draw the nose to the knee. Inhale to come back up. Draw the soles of the feet to touch. Allow the knees to go wide here. Again, feel the length in the spine. Grow tall. Feel that deep stretch through the inner thighs and groin. Maybe this is where you stay. Maybe you draw the nose toward the feet. It doesn't matter. And release the feet. We're going to come down into a prone position on our bellies for just a moment. Just go ahead and make your way down. Setting up for Sphinx pose. So, the tops of my feet are firmly pressed into the mat. My elbows are going to be directly under my shoulders. You can see that my feet are pretty wide. because of pinching in the lower back. And again, I'm not really pressing my toes into the mat because of my pedicure, just saying. Keep that gaze slightly forward and down, protecting the cervical spine. And imagine drawing the elbows toward the pelvis here. And you can always bring a blanket in under the pelvis if that's more comfortable for you in this pose. And then you can stay here, or you can draw the hands back toward the ribs and lift up into this seal pose. If you come into this, I'm going to tuck my toes because of my toenails. Definitely keep the tops of the feet flat on the mat. If this is too much, just come out of it. Take another breath in, and on the exhale, go ahead and lower the body down, and we'll flip over onto our backs. Have blankets, pillows, a block, anything handy to bring in under the bum here. And then send the legs up to the ceiling in Viparita Karani. If you want to play in Viparita Karani, you can. Maybe you bend the knees, point and flex the feet. Maybe you come into Happy Baby here again. You can always extend the legs straight. Hold the thumbs with the peace fingers. You can move here. And then when you're ready, find some stillness. Try to stack the heels over the hips. And go ahead and stay in Viparita Karani at least 3 minutes. You can pause the video. Depending on what you have underneath you, you might have to change or adjust. But then when you're ready, go ahead and just lower the feet and allow this back bend to happen wherever you are. It's kind of like a restorative bridge pose, but actually my meditation pillow is under my bum right now. So I'm getting a real lift in my deep, deep lower back. You can extend the arms wide, open that heart space. Feel the love all around you, the connectedness, the human connection. Even though we're so separated from each other right now, you can still feel the energy we have swirling all around us. Feel the energy within the body, that spirit, that peace and joy within. And again, hold this as long as you'd like. I'm going to come back up to Sukhasana, preparing to walk us through our Yoga Nidra or yogic sleep. When you're ready, go ahead and find your Shavasana pose, final relaxation. On your back, maybe allow the feet and hands to go wide. You can always bring in props to support yourself, a bolster or pillow under the legs, a blanket or a pillow underneath the head, or maybe over the pelvis, maybe an eye pillow. If music works for you, I find that Shavasana, Sukhasana, opening, closing meditation, I really like music. So if music works for you, pause the video and play your favorite relaxation or meditation song or music. Stay here as long as you need to. I always recommend at least 5 minutes. 10, 15 is even better. And as you do this, observe the mental body once more, the physical body, the spirit. Feel the breath. Maybe you've had a slight shift in whatever is happening. Again, pause as long as you need to. When you unpause, we will meet in Sukhasana, this comfortable cross-legged position. Bring the hands to heart center, acknowledge you showed up. More importantly, what will you take with you when you leave? Draw the hands to the center of the forehead in honor of mindful thought, to the lips in honor of mindful speech, and back down to prayer center, always being mindful of love, kindness, compassion, and empathy for yourself first, and then for all others. And before I finish, I want to go ahead and read you something from my favorite yoga book. What we often find problematic in others are the qualities and habits we dislike within ourselves. Witnessing a particular behavior in someone can hold a mirror up to our own behavior, and because we wish we didn't possess that habit or act in that particular way, we feel annoyed at the other person for revealing it to us. But if we shift our thinking about this issue, we can use our own reactions to others as a way to learn about ourselves. Notice your reactions to those around you today and ask yourself, where is this in me? You may gain insights into yourself. So I will come back to heart center. May you be happy, may you be healthy, may you be safe, and may you live with ease. Let us bow to one another as we say, Namaste. Namaste, yogis. I hope you all are staying safe and healthy. I hope that you enjoy your day, whatever day and time it is. Find that phrase whenever you feel depleted or down or anxious or stressed or worried. This too shall pass. I truly believe that. This too shall pass. I love you all. Miss you. Can't wait to see you on the mat.